Hello children. In our lesson today, we are going to be learning all about the 10 times table. Now, I know you're going to be brilliant because you have been amazing at practicing your 2 and 5 times tables over the last couple of days. So let's just see and remind ourselves how we count in tens. Now, you could use your hands, but because the video is a little bit harder to do this, I'm going to use my fingers. So let's count in tens, and each finger is going to be worth 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Let's try that again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I wonder if I could go to 120. That's 12 lots of 10, and you'll see why I want to do that in a moment. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. I'd like you to pause the video for a moment, and I'd like you to practice counting in tens using your fingers to remind you how to do this. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. So count in tens from 0 up to 120 for me, please, children. Now, the really cool thing about our counting in tens is that we can use our counting in tens to work out multiplications. So here, I have got 4 pots with 10 pencils in. I know they don't look like pencils year 2, but you know what Mrs. Riley's drawing is like when it's on the whiteboards. So, I have got 4 pots and they've got 10 pencils in each pot. So I have got 4 lots of 10. So, I know that I can swap the lots of symbol or lots of words for the multiplication symbol. So I can say I've got 4 times 10. 4 lots of 10 is the same as 4 times 10. And I can work out how many I've got by counting in tens. 10, 20, 30, 40. 4 lots of 10 is 40. 4 times 10 is also 40. And do you remember what we looked at yesterday, children? If I know that 4 times 10 is 40, I also know that 10 times 4 is 40. So 10 lots of 4 is also 40. I'd like you to pause the video here and have a look at the 2 explore tasks in the PDF file. And then I'd like you to have a little look at the 100 square that I've popped into the PDF file, and you'll see that I have written out our 10 times table and shown it on the 100 square. I want you to talk to your grown-up about what you notice about all the numbers that we say when we're counting in tens. Pause the video here, year 2. So children, did you notice that all the numbers in the 10 times table, or when we're counting in tens, end in 0? Do you remember how yesterday we looked at the numbers that were in the 5 times table and they ended in 5 or 0? And the day before that, on Monday, we looked at numbers in the 2 times table, and they were all our even numbers ending in 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. But the numbers in the 10 times table end in 0. Now I've got a little activity I want you to complete. Can you see? I've got some numbers here, and I want to work out which numbers are in the 10 times table. Now I've just mentioned that numbers in the 10 times table end in 0. So I'm going to look for all the numbers that end in 0. There's 10. So I'm going to put a circle around it. That ends in 0. 42. That's an even number, but it's not ending 0, so it's in the 2 times table. 80. That ends in 0, so that's in the 10 times table. Could also be in the 5 times table as well. Got 100 here. Oh, I've got 85. Now that ends in a 5, and numbers in the 10 times table end in 0, but the 5 times table end in 5 or 0. So this must not be in the 10 times table. 90 ends in 0 in the 10 times table. And oh, here's 30. also in the 10 times table. So if I'm looking in a group of numbers that I'm asked to find the ones in the 10 times table, I'm looking for all the ones that end in 0. Pause the video here and complete the activity in the PDF file, please, children. Now, children, now that you've completed the number hunt, there's some number tracks I'd like you to complete. So pause the video here and complete those. Well done, children. I know that you will have been able to count in tens brilliantly. So now we're going to have a little look at how we work out our 10 times table if we're asked to answer some questions about it. So I've got some boxes here and there's the number 10 on them. So that's telling me that there are 10 things in each box. How would I write that as a multiplication? I have got some boxes of 10. So I've got some lots of 10. Wonder how many lots, how many boxes I've got. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 5 boxes, 5 lots, and there's 10 in each box. So the multiplication I would write is 5 times 10. 5 lots of 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Could use my fingers to count if I didn't have pictures. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 5 lots of 10 is 50. And I know because of the laws of commutativity, I can say 10 times 5 is also 50. So children, let's have a look at another method. What happens if I was asked to work out 6 times 10? I could draw a picture. I could draw 6 lots of 10. I could draw an array, 6 rows with 10 in each row. Or I could use a number line. I could draw a number line and I could count on my number line 6 lots of 10. So let me draw my number line. When I draw a number line, I need to start at 0. 0. Let's draw on 1 lot of 10. 2 lots of 10. 3 lots of 10. 4 lots of 10. 5 lots of 10. 6 lots of 10. Let's just check my jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lots of 10 is 60. And of course, if I know that 6 times 10 is 60, I know that 10 times 6 is 60. So now, children, we're going to think about this. A little bit of a question to get you thinking. What number sentence could I write here to make an ordered group of sentences that's correct? So I've got 2 times 10 here and 5 times 10 here. So I need another number sentence to go here that would keep my numbers in order of my 10 times table. So I've got 2 times 10 and 5 times 10. What comes between 2 times 10 and 5 times 10? Well, 3 comes between 2 and 5 and 4. So 3 times 10 and 4 times 10 must be able to go in here. So I could have either 3 times 10 or 4 times 10. So I could have either answer to make this order of number sentences correct. So now, children, I want us to think about this number track that I've written. Have I written this correctly? I'm counting from 80 up to 120. Have I got all the numbers in my number track correct? Pause the video here and talk to your grown-up. Well, children, let's see. Hope you spotted that I've made a mistake. Let's count from 80 up to 120. 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. Let's see if I've got those numbers here. 80, 90, what should come next? That's right, 100. No, children, I've missed 100 out. I have gone from 90 to 110, so I've made the wrong jump. So I need to add in here, I would need to add in 100 to make my number track correct. So let's try it now. 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. Hopefully you spotted that because I think you are brilliant. Now, children, You've practiced really hard today and you are really good at counting in tens and using your 10 times table. Remember that counting in tens is exactly the same as our 10 times table. Just like we did yesterday, I can go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. Or I can say it as a times table. 1 times 10 is 10. 2 times 10 is 20. 3 times 10 is 30. 4 times 10 is 40. 5 times 10 is 50. 6 times 10 is 60. 7 times 10 is 70. 8 times 10 is 80. 9 times 10 is 90. 10 times 10 is 100. 11 times 10 is 110. 12 times 10 is 120. I want you to pause the video here, children. I want you to practice using your fingers to say your 10 times table. 1 times 10 is 10. 2 times 10 is 20. 3 times 10 is 30. 4 times 10 is 40. 5 times 10 is 50. 6 times 10 is 60. 7 times 10 is 70. 8 times 10 is 80. 9 times 10 is 90. 10 times 10 is 100. 11 times 10 is 110. 12 times 10 is 120. I want you to practice, practice, practice. Practice makes progress. When you've done some practicing, I want you to have a look at the independent tasks that I've popped into the PDF file. And there's some challenge tasks as well if you want to have a go at them. Really looking forward to seeing what you do today, children. I know you'll be brilliant. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.